Yo, so I was catching bro up on the whole Carmelo Anthony case. I don't know too much about it. I just got into it a little bit, watching my man Dennis Spalding case, and attorney Dennis Spalding. He was talking about the case or what have you after appearing on the Willie D show, and I basically got bro caught up as far as what happened with Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony, how Austin Metcalf pushed Carmelo Anthony ended up retaliating and stabbing him in the chest, and he ended up dying. Carmelo Anthony ended up getting 35 years in prison. So the question, or what I wanted to talk to you about, bro, is that the lawyer, attorney Dennis Spalding was talking about how the time was justified, that just because somebody pushed you, you can't use excessive force and blow his head off or stab him in the chest or do another act that's outside of the normal thing to do. If a person push you, normally you would push him back.
Yeah.
So, but in the hood, we taught, what? Somebody put their hands on you, crack them in the head with a chair. You grab the biggest thing and you do what you need to do to get up out that situation, not knowing law. You know what I'm saying? So, and in the eyes of the people who don't know law, they thinking like, oh, that's racist. If it was a white cat that did that, it'd been stand your ground, this, that, and the third. What you think about that situation?
He could have probably went about things a little different. You know what I'm saying? A push ain't really nothing for him to, back out and stab him. Like, I don't know if they was assuming jumping.
Yeah, he was saying they was jumping him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well,
Do that make a difference?
Nah, that don't make a difference.
So what you think is because that's what we taught. Like you, especially you getting jumped, you're in a tight situation.
You're in a tight situation, just trying to, get them off you. So I think he probably was trying to do that, and he didn't have no control really, and that's when he made.
Well, I
that
think
mistake.
there was like 6 eyewitnesses that say that it was just a shove, and then it was a retaliation with a stab before the two got to really actually jump him, or multiple people jump him. But whatever the case may be, even let's say it was 3 people jumping on you, are you justified by stabbing somebody when somebody jumping you? That's the big misunderstanding. And you would think so though. Probably. At what limits do it take for you to think that you in fear for your life?
You really getting beat down.
But how you know you're gonna be able to get to your weapon by then? So you gotta do what you need to do right then and there.
Yeah.
At some discretion though. Now you poking somebody, let's say, in their eye or face or chest, or like now you're trying to do bodily. You ain't trying to get up out the situation or whatever. If that calls for, if you're getting jumped by multiple people. So I think it's a touchy subject, and it's unfortunate, but I believe there was like 5 black jurors on the trial too. They were trying to say that was an all-white jury, and the black jurors seen it the same way, because even black folks don't want to be around nobody that's into that situation where you got young kids, 17 and under. There also was this 14-year-old kid that got shot in the back by the Chinese guy. I don't know if you've seen that story. And from allegedly stealing some water, he chased the guy down and shot him in the back. But the 14-year-old kid had a gun on him. A gun was found after he got shot. So the other dude, Dennis Spalding dude, was talking about which 14-year-olds did you know that pack hammers, that pack guns? What do that say about you as 14-year-old and you toting a hammer? Is he a good kid? Is he perceived as a good kid?
Nah, not really.
Because 14-year-olds shouldn't be holding guns, right?
Anyway,
That's my fam. But in
14
the hood,
15, when they first enter like high school, they get into all these type of beefs with other kids that's their age, where it's over something petty, and then they expand to be something different and more, and then it just keep getting pushed further and further. So maybe he felt like he had enemies that he needed to worry about.
That's when you need to talk to someone and have an advocate or what have you, because you don't want 14-year-olds carrying a gun. Would you feel comfortable around a 14-year-old with a gun? Nah, because they too unpredictable and too emotional. You don't know what may happen. And that's a lot of power to have in your hand. Some people like having that power in their hand, That's why they're not of the age to carry guns. If you're having a bullying issue or issue with somebody in your neighborhood, you go talk to an adult, and they're gonna help you handle that situation the best way, rather than you carrying a gun and something like that happening. So, just wanted to chop it up about that, because I think, especially in the black community, a lot of us don't understand that the way we was raised and taught wasn't the actual right thing. I remember Mom Duke saying that to us: somebody hit you, you knock the hell out of them, you make sure they'll never hit you again. But I was smart enough to understand that she mean that, but I literally can't grab a brick and knock the hell out of him.
Yeah.
She basically mean like, do what you need to do to either get out of that situation or what have you. You hit the dude in the head with a hammer and he died. You talking about he was hitting you and you defend yourself. That ain't defending yourself. That's what we call today crashing out. You crashed out, son. You hit him in the head with the back of the hammer. Come on, son. So what, he hit you? But some people think like, yo, you put your hands on me. This is the hood. You put your hands on me. Ain't no limits to where I get to take it. Right. I get to take it wherever.
Wherever I want to take it.
Yeah, I could do whatever now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's not right by law.
You might take it wherever you want to take it, but in the process of doing that, you might just make a mistake. A big mistake for the rest of your life that you got to deal with.
It's something.
People don't know how to deal with consequences. They don't think about the consequences till after.
Right, and there's something called excessive force. When you went above and beyond.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make this video too long, but just a conversation to let your youth see this video, because that is the thinking in the hood. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't realize the truth until they get in front of that judge or they get caught in that situation. Then it's like, nah, he put his hands on me. So get in the comment section, let me know what you think. Live life, make it happen, baby. Peace.